Wonderful. Yesterday, we started our class with what is data, right? Arun Maharana, right? So, what is data according to you, Arun Maharana? Go ahead.
Information.
Arun, I told data is a raw fact, right?
Yeah,
Right,
raw
okay.
fact.
So, Anna says, so what is information then, Anna?
So the processed data.
Processed data, that is information. Okay. We understood we need to store the data. Okay. When we want to store the data, we did discuss about in the beginning of the computer era, like we started storing the data in CSV files or files, text files, and then we moved on to store the data in spreadsheets, and then we moved on to store the data in the JSON and XML files, and then we moved on to store the data in RDBMS. That is what we discussed, right? So, Vijesh, what is RDBMS according to you?
That means a related database management system.
A relational database management system. Awesome. Okay. Can somebody tell me what is RDBMS apart from information in tables? Okay. What else?
Create data and modify the structure, table and columns.
Okay.
That is our create data and modify and manipulate data.
So we discussed RDBMS is nothing but software, right? Used to store, manage, and query and retrieve the data from a relational database. That is what we discussed, right? And also we discussed different tasks of the RDBMS. What are the different tasks of the RDBMS, Sabita?
Sir, one is the CRUD, create, read, update, and delete.
Very good. That is manipulation of the data records.
Okay.
Then, which is the other one? Swastika?
Create
Which is
and modify.
Yes, awesome. Create and modify, right? Those are the two important tasks. Apart from that, we also understood that some of the additional RDBMS tasks are to perform the scheduled backups, maintain redundant copies of the database, control and monitor the user access, and permissions. So those are the important tasks. Okay. After that, I mean, that is where we took this on it. Did we cover anything else apart from that? Priya?
Yes, sir. That's
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
sir.
it.
We
Let
left
us
that.
move forward. Let me share my screen. Okay. Yesterday, we understood. Is everybody able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Okay. Yesterday, we understood RDBMS. RDBMS is a software used to store, manage, query, and retrieve the data stored in a relational database. Okay. And okay, that is what is called as a RDBMS. Now, what we have to pay attention is relational database. Relational database. What is this relational database? What is this database according to you, Swastika? According to you, what is the database? Or any volunteer, what is the database? Apurva A. Shetty. What is the see? Whoever is able to talk by unmuting yourself, please talk to me. If you are not able to, just start sending the answers to me in the chat, please. Okay, so that the conversation, the interaction will go on rather than only me teaching only one way, right?
Storing the data is
Okay, to store the collection of data, Astina, I think to store the collection of the data. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, so let me kind of take you through the what is database. Okay, database is nothing but a collection of related data and its metadata organized in a structured format for optimized information management. Okay, yeah. BB Hajira, yes, you are also right. Collection of organized data. Okay, so I'm just let me kind of focus here. Let us all of you please focus here. Okay, database is a collection of related data and its metadata organized in a structured format for optimized information management. That is the database. If I ask you a question, Yashaswini, have you dissected anything as a part of your +2 classes, Yashaswini or Swastika? Anybody has done a dissecting a frog, dissecting a cockroach, or dissecting something? No, Yashaswini has not done that. Okay. Who has done that? Who has dissected something as a part of their plus two? Who has studied the biology? Anybody has studied the biology as a part of their plus two? Flower only. Yashaswini has dissected a flower. Okay, fine. So I dissected the cockroach. Okay. So as a part of my plus two. The rat, Sabita, are you sure? You have dissected a rat, Sabita? Wow. That is good. Okay. So now the way you have dissected something as a part of your plus two or the degree or so let us dissect this definition to understand this one, because you will be hearing database term again and again if you are part of a data engineering team. Okay, so let us understand this further. Shall we do that? Yashaswini, Swastika, Sakshi, shall we do that? Everybody? Arun Maharana, shall we do that? Shall we? Yes. Okay. So when I say collection of related data and its metadata, when I say related data, what am I talking here? Apurva Shetty, what am I talking here? Apurva or anybody? What am I talking here? When I say related data, what I'm talking?
Data.
Come again, please, Arun.
Different files, same data.
Okay, files and data. Okay. So anything else? What am I talking here? Anyone?
Subjective data, inherent data.
Okay. So when I talk about when I say related data, so if I say retail, if you are developing the database for the retail domain, so here the tables what we are going to create as a part of this are the tables like customers, products, vendors. Okay, these are the different types of tables we create when we go ahead and create the retail database. Do you think the data in the customer is related to the products related to the vendors? Yeah, BB Ajira is saying data that has a connection or relationship with each other, right? So in these tables, definitely there is some connection between this, right? Let me take a example of one more. Let us say, assuming that we are creating a database for hospital management. Okay. So then we have patients table, doctors table, and then I'm talking about the patient records. Okay. These are the tables. Now tell me, guys, like Anna, are these tables related? Patients, doctors and records, are these tables related, Anna?
Yes, sir.
Yes, they are related, right? Yashaswini, they are related, right? So now let me ask a question to Swastika Jana. Okay. Now tell me, Swastika, do you think patient table has any relationship with the vendor table?
No, sir.
Not at all, right? Not at all, right? So whenever I am creating the database, I only create the database of the related data. See, this can be one database and this can be one database. I hope you guys are able to get the picture of this, right? So this can be one database. Basically, it is a collection of the related data. We wouldn't be creating a database of unrelated data. That doesn't make sense. You guys are getting me, right? Sakshi, you are getting me, right? So that is the related data. And now let us look at metadata. What is metadata, Yashaswini? What is metadata, Yashaswini? Hasina, what is metadata, Hasina? Data of data. Yashaswini is saying data of data. Okay. So Dvijesh, what is metadata, Dvijesh? Dvijesh, what is metadata? Like our Yashaswini is saying data of data. So Yashaswini or anybody, any volunteers, what is metadata? What is metadata? Arunava is saying data about data is called me metadata. Okay. So Hasina, Dvijesh, Arun Maharana, somebody, Ziomi, can you just name yourself Ziomi 223011? Okay. Can you please put your name? Data, Yashaswini is saying data about data. Okay, wonderful. Can somebody take an example of metadata?
Under patients.
patient ID, patient name,
Very
like that.
good. Awesome. So under patients, patient ID and all those things. Okay. But let us do one thing. Okay. I mean, somebody already know what is metadata, or rather most of them know. Okay. Now let us construct one table and understand what is data and what is metadata. Okay. So let us do that. Okay. Okay. Now all of you have to help me to construct this table. Okay. The table name is going to be actors table. Okay. Now the name of the actor, that is one of the column, and then we have age of the actor, movie name, and we have whether a rating of the movie and the collection of the movie. Okay. Is everybody with me? Is everybody with me? We are going to construct this table now. Okay. So this is the table. Okay. Okay. So Sabita, who is your favorite actor, Sabita?
The Tamil actor Surya.
Surya. Okay. I'll say Surya. Okay. And he is 73, right?
75.
Seriously? No, yeah. I mean, what is his age?
Okay, I'm checking in Google. It's 50
Okay.
years.
50. Okay, 50. And what is the hit name of the movie? Quickly, quickly.
For me, it's Kaka Kaka.
Kaka Kaka. Okay, rating is out of 5. What is the rating?
That I'm not sure. Like, can
Okay,
be
let us say
4.5. Yeah.
4.5. Looks like he's your favorite actor. Okay, collection is, let us say, some 250 crores. Okay, okay. Then let us look. Ask Kiran. Kiran, who is your favorite actress? Kiran, quickly tell me. If you're not able to can you unmute yourself, Kiran? Okay, Kiran is not able to unmute. Okay, let us ask Arun. Okay, Kiran saying Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, okay. And his age is, I think, 80, right? Amitabh Bachchan is 80. Okay. And what is his 78? Okay, 78. Okay, sorry. And his favorite movie? Okay. What is I think he has so many hits. Okay. So, which is the favorite movie of Amitabh Bachchan? Kiran? Sholay. Yeah, Sholay. Okay. Sholay. Right? So, and definitely it is 5 out of 5. Okay. Now, like I think my favorite actor is Sunny. Okay, I'm talking about Sunny Deol. Okay, let us say 60, some beta bar somebody. Okay, let us say 4 out of this. Okay, this is made some 200 crores during the time, that is big. Okay, this let us say 100 crores. Okay, now if I ask a question here, Apurva, what is the Apurva or Kapil or Dijesh or Asina? What is the data here? What is the metadata here? Somebody already told me.
Data is actors. Metadata
Data.
is a name, age, movie name, rating, collection, sir.
Awesome, Asina. Very good. Okay. For the benefit of everybody, please remember this for the lifetime. This is data. Okay. Now, as our Asina said, name, age, movie name, rating, collection. These are column names, right? So this is metadata. This is metadata. Is it clear to everybody? I know Asina is very crystal clear. So Kiran, you got it? Arun Maharana, you got it? This is metadata. This is metadata. The column names and also data types of the columns. This is metadata. You guys got it? It's clear for everyone now? Is it clear? Anna, Sabita, Swastika, Yashaswini, it's clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, then. Awesome. Okay. Now that we understood what is data, what is metadata, so basically, database is a collection of related data and its metadata. One example here is, this is data and this is metadata. Fine. This is data and then this is metadata, right? So now we understood related data and its metadata. Any confusion here about the data and metadata? Anybody has any confusion? Looks like no. Okay. Now when I say organized in a structured format, what does it mean? Swastika, Shashankar, Sabita, what does it mean? Structured format means what?
Sir, since it's in table form, so All the informations are in table, so it's structured.
Yes, when I say structure, basically we are talking about the table format. The data is in structured means we are talking about the table format. Okay, we are talking about the table format. Okay, that is called as a structured format. Okay, and when I say optimize information management, what is it, Hasina? What is optimize information management, Hasina?
Related data, sir.
Optimize information management, related data. Dvijesh, RBB, Hajira, what is optimize information management? Anyone? Okay. So all of you, please pay attention here. Okay. So we understood the first two part: collection of the related data and with metadata, and structured format. Okay. Now, if I ask you a question, all of you, please be with me. Okay. Yes, Shashanka is saying storing and processing. Okay. If I ask you a question, all of you, please pay attention here. Why do we store the data? Why do we store the data? Anyone?
So you won't lose it.
Come again, please. For future use. Okay. Somebody is saying, okay, dataya namaha, om, pranave namaha, like that. Are we storing the data to do a puja or worshipping of the data? Not really, right? Right? As our Arunava said, for the future use, we are storing the data for future use. For future use. To derive the patterns, to derive the insights, right? That is why we store the data. That is why we store the data. Pay attention, all of you. Okay. Forecasting. Yes. Right, Kiran. Okay. Now, when we are storing the data for future use, okay, can we dump the data like anything? Like, let us say dustbin is there. Okay. If you dump the data just like that, will you be able to retrieve it properly?
Yes.
Not really. Not really. If you dump the data just like that, as we are dumping in a dustbin, we'll not be able to retrieve it properly. Let us take an example here. Let us say our Kiran. Can I take an example of Kiran? Okay. Now, Kiran, are you with your parents or you are like in PG? Where are you, Kiran? Are you with family? With parents, okay. So now let us say Kiran is with parents, okay, and his clothes will be like this because his mom or his family member is taking care of his cupboard, wardrobe, right? Now he comes to the PG, and his wardrobe will be like this. I'm just taking an example, Kiran, don't get offended, okay? So now tell me one thing, Hasina, when is it possible for Kiran to get the required, whatever the cloth he wants to wear, when it is easy to pick up that?
In organized way only, it will
Yes,
be easy to pick up.
here, right? And also tell me one thing, Anna, where is it taking a, Anna, where it is taking a less space?
In the organized one.
In the organized one. Okay. This is what is called optimized information management. So, Hasina, you got it, right? While storing the data, you store the data in such a way that it requires the less space and also it is easy to retrieve when we have to retrieve because we want to use the data in the future. Yes? You guys got it? You guys got it now? This is what is database. So, database is a collection of related data and its metadata organized in a structured format for optimized information management. Isn't it more clear now? Yashaswini, Hasina, Kiran, Arun, everybody? Isn't it more clear now? What is? Yes? Right? Awesome then. Okay. Please remember this for the lifetime because if you are going to be a data engineer, if you're going to work in a data field, you would be using the database term again and again. Okay, this is what is database. Clear? Okay. Now, let us move forward. Okay. We'll understand the different components of the database. Can someone tell me what are the different components of the database? What are the different components of the database? Can someone tell me? Swastika, what do you think are the different components of the database? Vishwaraj, what are the different components of a database? Anyone? Alphanumeric data. Okay. Yashaswini is saying records. Okay, that is good, Yashaswini. Yes, that is one of the definitely a component. Okay. Arun Maharana, I think that is not a component of a database. Okay. Thanks for trying. Thanks for trying. Okay. Okay. Let us get started. Okay. So important components of a database are, one is relations. Again, am I talking about Vishwaraj? Am I talking about girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, mother-in-law, father-in-law, Vishwaraj? Am I talking about this relations? Kiran, am I talking about that? What is relation according to you guys? No. I mean, in this context, Shashanka, we are talking about the database components. In this context, when I say relation, I'm talking about the table. Okay? Table. Yes, tables are connected. That is a relationship. But when I'm talking in the context of the database component, relation means a table. Okay. So some of the important components of the database are relation, and second thing is domain, and the third thing is tuple or tuple. Okay. These are the important database components. Okay. Now, most of you would have not heard these terminologies when we talk about the database components. When I bring up some other terminologies, then you'll be able to relate it better. Right? So now, relations are also called as tables. As I said, relations are also called as tables. And then domains are also called as columns. Okay. Tuples are also called as rows. You guys got it? Okay. Relation, when I say relation, you should say, when I say database component, relation. Okay. So when I say relationship, you should talk about the one-to-one and all those things. But when I say relation, I'm talking about the table. When I say domain, in context of the table, I'm talking about the column. When I say tuple, I'm talking about the rows. Okay. Now, are there any other names for these data components? I can see already Yashaswini is saying something. Okay. Are there any other names for these database components? Any other? Keys, no. Index, no. Arunava, no. Okay. Keys, Yashaswini, no. Keys are not. Okay. Any other thoughts? Anyone? Anna? Any other names? Anna? Apurvaya Shetty? Any other names? Okay. Let me bring up. Tables are also called as entities. Okay. In the context of the database, if I say relation, if I say table, if I say entity, all of them mean the same. You got it? Hasina, you got it? Kiran, you got it? Yashaswini, you got it now? All of this means same. Relations, tables, entities means the same. Okay. And Yashaswini already told, columns are also called as attributes. Okay. Domains, columns, and attributes, all of them mean the same. All of them means the same. Okay. You guys got it? Okay. Then, can you guys guess what is the other name for the rows? Anyone? What is the other name for the rows? Anyone? Arun Maharana? Okay. Record. Yes, Ashwini, you are absolutely right. Okay. The next, one more name for the rows is records. Okay. Tuples means rows means records. These names are used interchangeably. Got it, Shashanka? Okay. So, whenever I say relation, Apurva, what does it mean? Relation in the context of the database component, what does it mean, Apurva? Kushal Gowda, what does it mean? Kushal Gowda, what does it mean when I say relation? Relation is nothing but the table. Table is nothing but the entity. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so when I say domain, domain is nothing but a columns. Columns are nothing but attributes. When I say tuples, tuples are nothing but a rows. Rows are nothing but a records. Okay, wonderful. So now that we understood these things, instead of only talking about the components, we will go ahead, create some database. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use SQL Server to demonstrate the creation of the database. Okay. As I said, the way I will launch the SQL Server is through SQL Server Management Studio. Okay. I'll click on this. Okay. And I can connect to the SQL Server through my Windows authentication only, based on how you have configured your I have configured while installing the SQL Server. You have to use the same authentication. I'll say connect and say connect. Okay. And this is how the interface looks like of SSMS. Okay. Now, in order to work on the SSMS, you have to select you can see now here, you can see new query. See, click on the new query. Click on the new query. Okay. In case if you have already not installed the SQL Server, we do have a installation video in our BlissBoss Academy playlist in YouTube. Please go ahead and refer that and install the SQL Server. Okay. Now, in order to create the database, I can do it in couple of ways. Okay. One is I can click on, you can see there is a database here. You can see, right? What I did is I right-clicked on the database and I can say new database. Okay. And I can create a new database. One more way of creating the database and tables is by using the SQL statements. Okay. I would say you guys learn the creation of the database or tables through the SQL. So that when you learn it through SQL, it will be easy for you to use the UI as well. Okay, let us do that. Okay. So instead of wasting a time, I have already created this one. Okay. First thing is, let us go ahead and see whether I have what are the different database. Okay. So what I'm saying is, select name from sys.table. It is a system sys.databases. So this is a system related table where it stores the databases. Okay. If I execute this, okay. Can you see name of the database? Master, temporary DB, model, MSDB, healthcare. Can you guys see this? Can you confirm me? You guys can see a healthcare database here. Can you confirm me? Say yes. Okay, Asina is saying yes, yes. Okay, wonderful. Okay. Now, I want to create a database named university. Okay. The way I do it is, I will say, create database university. Okay. This is a SQL statement and this is the name of the database. University is the name of the database. Okay. Is everybody with me? Are you guys following? Any doubts here? Kushal, Kiran, Kapil, Sabita. Any doubts here? Vishwaraj, Yashaswini. Any doubts here? You guys are following me? It's clear, right? Asina. Any doubts here? Apurva. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So let me go ahead and execute this command. Create database university. Okay. It says command completed successfully. Okay. This is the database. Okay. So what do we have within the database, Anna? What do we have within the database? Okay. Anyone? Any volunteer? What do we have within the database? Hello. Anybody? Any volunteer? Okay. Yeah. I have created a database called university. What will we have within the database?
College
Yeah,
details, students details.
Stored in what, Asina?
Student ID, student name, student marks.
Yes. Where
Like that.
is it stored? Where is it stored?
It will be stored in university, sir.
University is a database.
Yes.
In the database, we have tables, isn't it? In the tables, whatever you are saying, that data will be stored, isn't it, Asina? Right? You're getting my point, right? Okay. So we have tables within the database. We have tables. That's what I showed you, right? The one of the component of the database is table, right? Within table we have column and rows. You guys are with me? So I created the database. Now what should I do next? Apurva? What should I do next, Apurva?
Create a table.
Create a table. Excellent. You are right. Okay. First, I have to create a table. Okay. Let me go ahead and create a table. Okay. I am creating a table called persons. Okay. So for now, don't worry about how I am creating. Okay. So I'll explain this to you later. I am creating a table called persons. Okay. Let me go ahead and execute this. Okay. Or rather, like I will check whether the table is there or not. Okay. So I'll say select name from sys dot tables. Okay. Let us see if it works or not. Okay. Do we have a table called persons in this database? No. But one more very, very important thing is we created the database called university. What is very important is, are we using the database? Okay. If you see here, the current database which is displayed here is master, right? In order to get into this database, I have to say use this particular database. Okay, this particular database. Okay, and run this one. Okay, then we'll get into the database. Can you see? Earlier it was master. This got changed to university. Now we are in this database. Okay. Now let me go ahead and select this. We don't have any table in this database. Okay. Let me go ahead and create this. You guys are getting it, right? So first we created the database called university. Then we are using it because we want to get into the database to create the tables. Now let me go ahead and create the table. Okay. So we have a table. Now, do we have any data in this table? No, not at all. Okay. So how do we check that? Let me check whether the data is there or not by saying persons. Okay. There is no data. Okay. Now we have to insert the data into this. Let me insert some data into this. Okay. So let me insert some data into this. Okay. So don't worry about this. I'll show this to you later. Okay. I'm just inserting some data into this. Okay. I inserted some 3 rows into this. Okay. If I go ahead and select now the same table, yes, we have a data here. Okay. We have Anand, Sunil, Priyanka. And we created a database called university. And within that, we created a table called persons. And persons has ID, name, city, address columns. And also it has 3 records. You guys got it? So these are the important components. We have database. Within the database, we have a table. Table has columns and rows, which is also called as attributes and records. Wonderful. You guys got it? Any questions here? Anyone? Any questions? Anyone? Kushal, Kiran, Hasina. Any questions? Okay, wonderful. So what you have to do is, before you come to the tomorrow's class, you have to install the SQL Server and practice this and come to the class so that it will be more interesting for you guys. Okay? Can you guys do that? Can you please practice and come to the class tomorrow? Wonderful then. Okay? That is where we wrap up the class for today. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you. That's all for now. Like and subscribe and turn on notifications for future videos. Thank you.